Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Transfer Talk. I'm Dee and today we'll be discussing the latest transfer rumours of the day. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the main transfer rumour of the day was Eberechi Eze, the QPR rated youngster who's been very good in the championship and many clubs are after him. But before we go into more detail about what happened during the day, make sure to watch the previous videos where me and Harvey actually talk about Eze in more detail and what he could bring to Palace. And I'll post it in one of them corners, I'm not too sure, but make sure to check that out. So what happened was towards the afternoon, there was a report suggesting that Palace have had their £28 million bid accepted for Eberechi Eze, which sounds crazy because I don't really envision us spending that much for a championship player, but you never know with Palace. But he came from a QPR fan, so it wasn't that reliable. But later on in the day, an ex-West Ham United employee who's pretty reliable with West Ham transfers said the following. He said, "I believe Palace may have already agreed a deal with Eze. It's up to us to try and match it and persuade him to join us." So that open question marks. Is this £28 million bid actually true? Is Eze going to join Palace? Well, I feel like this is just games getting played by both the agents and all clubs involved that's trying to get Eze. I don't blame West Ham United for coming out with that news, West Ham United employee coming out with that news, because I think it is kind of true. That message may have went on to West Ham United just so that they could go and push on for Eze. And you can see that was the case because a couple of hours later, the Guardian comes out with a report suggesting that West Ham United are going to chase up on Eberechi Eze. So it seems like games are getting played from multiple parties involved in this transfer. And that unfortunately, even if we want Eze, right now, I don't think we are in a position to get him immediately. I think it's going to be a tight race between us and West Ham. Another surprise there because every transfer we're linked with, West Ham have to be involved. So don't get your hopes high on Eberechi Eze right now. That would be my saying for this video. He was the only transfer linked. He's a very good player. Maybe a potential replacement for Wilf if he does leave the club, where he's been rumoured to potentially move on and move to a higher club. So right now, Eberechi Eze seems like West Ham are playing games and his agent's playing games. Don't look too much into it. But let me know what you think. Do you think that we could sign Eberechi Eze? And how much do you think he's worth? Do you think Palace would pay £28 million for a championship type player? I'm not too sure because we have got the money now from the Aaron Wan-Bissaka deal, so we could potentially do it. But will the club do it? Maybe if Wilf leaves, yes. But if Wilf is at the club, then I don't really see it working because he's not the type of player that I think that would work under Roy Hodgson's system, because Roy Hodgson doesn't really play that creative football as we've seen this season. So yeah, that's it with the Eze news. Eberechi Eze, he's been linked with the club, but it's just rumours right now, and it seems like lots of games are getting played behind the scenes. So yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and until next time, up the Palace.